All right, welcome guys. Today we'll be looking at the real numbers. These numbers can be classified or maybe can be divided or maybe can be grouped in three categories. Yeah, so the real numbers have got the integers. Now these integers we do consist of all the negative numbers on the number line that they are at the left hand side. All right. Kumango bidirira stop, yeah, without stopping. Yeah, so we also have got the following numbers. We've got the natural numbers, So on the natural numbers, let me indicate here because I've not written properly. Indicate direct like this one. Right. So we also have got the natural numbers, which we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. So to the infinity. Now these ones are what we call the natural numbers, the whole numbers, and as well as the integers, right? Now the other thing is that despite of these particular numbers, of what also other real numbers that are known as the rational numbers. All right, to generalize these particular numbers in general, we have got these all numbers. They can be mentioned in general as the integers. They are also considered as integers. Now, apart from the integers, we have got also the rational numbers. I've got the national, so I'll indicate as B. Okay, and these ones I'll indicate as A because they can also be named integers. Okay. All right, now whenever we are defining the rational numbers, for example, if x is a number, if x is a number, and x can be expressed in terms of A over B, okay? If x can be expressed in terms of OF over B, that means x is a rational number such that, so this one is a symbol for such that, okay? So if x is a number and can be expressed in terms of A over B, that means that means x is a rational number. Okay. In other ways, x is gonna be a rational number if it can be expressed as A over B, such that B must not be equal to 0. Okay. Tena zauri number line yose imene fraction in fractional form, that is a rational number unless B must not be equal to 0. I don't know if I'm making sense there. Okay. X autokala rational number unless B that's a equal as a equal to 0. Okay, meaning that if we may have examples, we may say that maybe 33 over 7 is a rational number and 12 over Mwena 15 is a rational number, right? Is a rational number. Or negative 3 over negative 6 is also a rational number. But if we have got a number like this one, but if I've got a number, say negative 12 over 0, okay, rational number irrational number. Okay, and this one is not going to be a rational number because condition that you use x will be a rational number if you can be expressed in terms of a over b, such that b is not equal to 0. And this one is not a rational number. Do you see that? So that's the definition of a rational number, a natural number, a whole number, and an integer. All right. So that's the stuff. Okay, now let's look at what we call a number line. Let's look at what we call a number line. Okay, by definition, a number line is a virtual representation of numbers and the relationship to each other. By definition, a number line is a virtual representation of numbers and the relationship to each other. Okay. Yeah, so this is what we call a number line. Now, on the origin here, okay, this one is called the origin. And is exactly where 0 is placed. And as well as we've got, we may have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and so on and so on. So this number can continue towards this side, and these numbers can continue towards this particular side. Now, the difference between each and every point, this point and this point, this point and this point, this point and this point, this one is known as a unit. Okay, it's known as the unit. Unit. Okay, and we also have another unit this other side. This one is also known as the unit. Okay, it's also a unit. So from here to here is a unit. From here to here is a unit, and here is where there is a center. That is the origin. You see, this one is an origin. All right. The other thing is that on the number line, on the number line, the values that they do correspond, they are known as the coordinates. Do you understand that? The values that they do correspond, they are known as coordinates. So we have got negative 2 here, you see, negative 2, and here we've got 2. So that means negative 2 and 2 here, we're going to have negative 2, say negative 2, comma 2. These ones are coordinates. So my numbers are going to correspond. For example, having 2 here and we're having negative 2 here. These ones, this one and this one, they're known as coordinate. Coordinate, right? And And as well as if you have got the -3 here and 3 here, they do correspond. They are not